How are we feeling? So I'm going to try and settle the nerves a little bit of Freddie Mercury 1984 Live Aid. You're going to follow me. Oh! 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 All right! You didn't need to say that bit. So I'm Dave, I'm 40 years old, I've got two lovely, beautiful little kids. I'm a bit of a cheesy bastard, which is why I've dressed as a what's it. Nobody else has mentioned this, but the reason we're doing this is for charity. Now, hold up, just chill out a minute. So, we're doing it for charity, you get a list of charities, and one that caught my eye was the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Now, for those that don't know about Make-A-Wish Foundation, it's to provide children, terminally ill children, with one last chance at life. I think you'll all agree that's a wonderful charity. What an audience! So, people don't know I did this, but I emailed a few local children's hospitals, made a few phone calls. I got invited down to meet a few of the children that I'm doing this for. And for the 5 minutes I'm stood on this stage for, it is nothing compared to what they're going through. However, I met one little girl, she was 14, she's terminal. Obviously asked her a few questions, got to know a little bit about her. And at the end, obviously, you've got to ask that question, you know, what's your final wish? And she looked at me, and she started filling up little tears in her eyes, and she just whispered into my ear, she went, I wish you'd fuck off. And so I did. I got off rapid style. Now, I'm not very good at jokes. I'm not good at the little one-liners, as you've probably heard tonight. But I like to think I'm pretty good at telling a story. Now, does anybody else remember their first... I know you won't remember your first time. That was fucking years ago. Yeah? No? Yeah. So I'm going to tell you a little story about my first time. Hopefully it'll make you feel a little bit better about yourselves. So, back in high school, I was one ugly motherfucker. Now, you probably wouldn't know this right now looking at this cut of a man. That's not a laugh. You're supposed to wolf whistle, so we'll do this again. And everyone's going to wolf whistle. So, back in the day, I was an ugly fucker. And you wouldn't know this now, but I was a cut of a man. So, do you remember back in high school, you used to play football, you used to have the two cocks of the school, you used to pick out the best players one by one. You. I was always fucking last. And with girls, I was never picked at all. I was pretty shit. But I went to college, and one young girl, I'm not going to mention her name in case she's in here. I think I've seen her. What are you laughing at? She gave me the opportunity. So we dated for a few weeks, went on a few dates, you know, ice skating, the usual shit. And then she sent me the text. No, that's a fucking ringtone. Text message of the old Nokia 3310, can't remember it. Text message come through. That one, she said. So the text message come through and it read, do you fancy coming to mine tonight? So I was like, I'm fucking ready. I know I'm ready. And for two reasons, I'm going to talk you through it. Sorry, Dad. The first reason was my dad's Kama Sutra magazines that I found in the bottom of his bed. Now, I'd like to think I learnt an awful lot about it, but I probably didn't get too much information because half the pages were stuck together. Apologies, I can't see. It's probably a good job I can't. And the second reason, Nokia 3310s, if you remember back in the day, you used to be able to get 12-second porno videos Bluetoothed. I was dead good at them. I've completed them before 12 seconds. So I got ready the night before, brushed my teeth, bathed in a bit of dupe. I was ready, best shirt and all that. Goes round, knocks on the door. Knocks on the door and a fucking mum answered. Now, I was inexperienced, but at this time I thought, mother and daughter 3 up. There's probably no chance of that because you'll probably find out in a minute why. So I went upstairs, I'm lay on the bed, sat next to her. You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. Do you want a kiss? I'll kiss. So we started kissing. And I was like kissing and kissing away. No, couldn't do it. So, woo! She put her hand on my dick. Woo! Woo! Mayday! Mayday! I was off to the toilet. Pep talk needed. Now, I probably inspired a little movie magic a few years later because I was in the mirror in the bathroom and I was looking in the mirror and I was like, do you want that dick? You gon' get that dick, You gon' get that dick! Now, she knocked on the door and she said, Dave, are you okay? Now, I still believe to this day she was stood behind the bathroom door thinking, is he in the bathroom asking himself if he wants his own dick? So anyway, I felt a little bit more confident, walked in the bedroom. Nowadays, you can kind of just walk in a bedroom, set the mood going, hey, Alexa, play a bit of Barry White. Let's get it on. But back in them days, I had a little magic packet. It was about 5 inches long, about a wide inch, and it was a cassette. Correct. Hey! So I'd been up the night before on key 103, and I'd been hovering. Correct. Key 103, hovering over that record button. I was waiting for the ultimate banger. So I walked over with confidence, put it in, press play. I looked at her and I turned around. I'm gonna lick you up and down, make you feel hot. I'm gonna play with your body, baby, till you say, is that even the fucking words? And she was looking at me like, it only takes a minute, boy. So at that point I thought, right, I know what I'm doing. Fuck the foreplay. Jumped on top of her. A little bit of action. Sorry about this. I was on top of her. Legs there, tight as fuck. Toes up my nose. I was like, I'm going to do more than a minute. So I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I looked at her, and she was looking in my eyes, and she was like, what have I got for college tomorrow? But then I looked even further down. I was like, why is my dick in between her thighs? So at that point, I'm thinking, I'm still a fucking virgin, and if not, I've gained some more virginity, which is even more embarrassing. So I told the boys, I'm going to go and ground and pound this bitch tonight. So I jumped on the college bus. The day after. I'm high-fiving motherfuckers. What up, Dave? Yes, Dave, did you smash that bitch? Like, yeah. She's not going to tell anyone. She's not going to tell anyone. So I get to college, walks in the canteen. There's about 300 people in the canteen. And I walked through the door, and it was like a scene out of Stars in Their Eyes. Smoke everywhere, and I walked through, and it took one girl to ruin my life. She literally stood there, she stood up, and she went, ha, Dave, I believe you've joined the Mile Thigh Club. Now, about 6 months later, me mum and dad said, Dave, we're going on holiday, we're taking your brothers, you can have a party. I'm really sorry. And we had this party, invited around. I thought I'd have a little bit of another go, see if I can improve. Someone pissed me off, and I can't remember why. I was hid under my bed. Like this. And all of a sudden, I saw four sets of legs coming. And I'm like, and he mentioned her name. And they got on my bed, and he was giving it to her. Oh, yeah. She was hot turd, spit on that thing. Now, at this point, I'm laying under the bed thinking, I don't really know what to do here. Do I have a wank or do I cry? So I had a cry wank. And that was the end of my life. Good night, my name's Dave. Have a good night.